Hello there, gods and goddesses of your reality. No, I haven't turned into a hobbit just yet. The stool broke. Fortunately, it didn't break with me on it, but it has broke. So this was downstairs and I couldn't be bothered to go back upstairs to get the other one that my daughter has pinched. So I'm going to do it very low down today. Today I'm very motivated and inspired again to do this video, and I want to take my time, so I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do it quickly or cut it short today. I'm going to just flow with it because I'm really excited and want to get my teeth into doing a lot more of these videos. And this is to do with SP related. So obviously you know that I offer an SP package, but just of late I've come to my own conclusions with my own SP manifestation journey. And what I mean is that, before I go into the meat of this, I do want to just make you aware as well of some changes. I'm not going to call myself the wellbeing guinea pig anymore. I'm going to talk about Nutritious Lives, but I feel like I need to introduce myself a little bit clearer in the sense of what services I provide. So, you know, my name's Jenny Mullings. And previously, I would always say, welcome to my channel, Nutritious Lives, Wellbeing Guinea Pig. I'm not going to say that anymore. It's going to be Nutritious Lives. And to tell you that I'm a life coach, a mindset coach who specialises in manifestation. So there you go. I've made you aware of a few changes going forward. I'm very excited. I feel like I'm progressing on, which is what we all need to do. We always need to progress. So today's video is, it marks a milestone in my life, and I'm very optimistic. I'm very excited about doing these SP videos and my own journey. So I hope you enjoy. Again, very authentic, real, and where I am, real time. I am going to do another edit through this first part of the video. This is going to be part 1 and part 2 of this SP related video. But there is something that I've missed out, which I feel like is of importance and relative to this video. So I will pop it in at the right time. So thank you for coming back. Thanks for listening. I intend that you get some benefit from this video, and I will see you in part 2. So just to give you the heads up that that's what I'm going to say as the introduction. I'm also going to always leave, I say always. At the moment, I haven't got these links, but these are in the pipelines to leave in the comments section. My links to all my courses and what I actually provide as a life coach, as a mindset coach. So that going forward is the way I'm gonna make these changes. However, obviously I'm just transitioning at the moment, so please bear with. So at the moment I'm just going to leave a description of my courses and the fact that I do offer individual sessions. So it's not just about my packages. It is about I can be as flexible as possible, really, because I can delve into and deal with any area of your life, any area of manifestation and life coaching in general. So that's out the way. Now I want to get back to what I want to talk about with regards to my SP conclusions that I've come to at the moment, and how it dovetails into my SP packages and love in general. If that's what you're looking for, that's what you want to manifest long term in your life. So I do too, and I haven't I haven't even really massively touched on this within my video. And before I tell you about what I'm doing and how you can start your own SP journey, I want to tell you why that is. And I feel like I've had to, because I have made you aware that I went through heartbreak. I fell in love with somebody, and it didn't work out the way that I would have hoped and would have and planned it was going to go. But I feel like, and it's been 10 months since I parted ways with this person. And I feel like for me, it's been a massive process of self-discovery. And I didn't realise that I needed it so much. I needed to go through everything that I've gone through to really look within and see myself, see thyself, see who I am. I always thought that I knew who I was, and I gave a great impression of someone who knew who she was, to outward appearances. However, I realise now that there's been so much more that I needed to discover about myself, my own self-concept, the way I neglected to really fully love myself. And I needed this 10 months to really reflect on that and come back to understanding that now it's a new experience for me. And even though there's been dates and stuff like that in between, there's been no SP, and I wasn't ready for there to be an SP. As I say, I really needed to come back and reflect on me, and I feel like I've got to that point now where I feel ready. I feel like I can really love myself now and put my own boundaries in place. And because of this self-love, now I know that I can give love to somebody else. And so yeah, it's where I'm at, and I'm at the very onset of it. And what I've told you previously with regards to whichever area you're going to manifest, we need to start at the start and get very specific about what you want, right? So this is where I've been. It's something very new to me. I've never looked at love in this way, because it's manifesting in regards to my lifespan. It's still new to me, so it's a different way of doing it, but I'm fully embracing it, and I know that this is the way it's meant to be for me. And obviously I'll be giving this knowledge to my clients to be able to manifest their love and who they want and get specific about. So I'm going to talk to you about where I've got to from this point, and then really just telling you this is remember, this is the first video. I can do lots of SP videos going forward where I'll welcome any questions, and because there's a lot to fit in just about finding love. So this is, as I say, I'm taking my time with it, but I couldn't possibly fit everything in to this one video, or what part one, part two, what I do. So today it's really just to talk to you about me getting specific and my my thought processes for my journey at this point. Right, so I'm gonna fill you in. I'm not going to go into talking about specific physical characteristics, because I don't feel like it's necessary. That side of things, if it's too personal, I'm going to just keep to myself, because you've got to keep certain things to yourself, haven't you? You can't divulge everything, even though I like to give information away about my personal life a lot, because I like to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is very important in Jen's world. Anyway, back to it. I'm not going to give the physical of this SP. I'm not going to divulge it. Whether I do at a certain point down the line, I don't know. But as of yet, I'm going to just keep that to oneself. But I'm going to start off, and I have done it though. So I want to reiterate to you, this is where you need to be. So even though I'm not giving you that information, I want you to get specific. So get pen and paper and just start writing down exactly physically what, and I started with physical, to be honest with you, because, even though you can have this romantic notion of physicality doesn't matter, I think we'll agree it really does. I've got specific thoughts that I want in a man, and yeah, it's to my own taste. So don't be shy in saying, what I'm saying is, you're not a bad person from getting specific about what you're attracted to, right? Get as specific as you like. Height, color, color eyes, anything. Just get specific about what you like and what you want. And I'm going to just say to you, there are certain things that you can negotiate on, right? And you'll know this yourself. Like, so say, for example, I'll get specific about somebody that I want to attract into my life. But if they've got a different eye colour than the person that I envisioned, then that's negotiable in my world. Do you get what I mean? So even though we're putting specifics out there, it is just a general guideline, as in, you haven't got to, unless you really want to have this vision of this man and you've got him down to a T, and that's the only one that you want. I mean, I'm not dissuading you, but what I mean is that, I would be negotiable with certain things, and certain things I wouldn't, right? So that's up to you to decide with your situation. So that's that. But what's a non-negotiable for me? So a non-negotiable, and I'm not talking physically, I'm talking about his personality. So I need someone caring, right? That's non-negotiable. I need someone loving, and understanding. I need him to be very free-minded, and non-judgmental, very deep, preferably spiritual. Religion isn't a factor for me, but he could be religious, and as long as he's deep and kind of looks at the world another way, then I'm good with that. And just to understand how the world operates, really. I'm not going to go massively into detail about that, but anyone who knows me knows what I mean. I'm not into sort of surface people at all. I want somebody who is very deep, and, as I say, spiritual, to understand where I come from. I think they need to be very spiritual. So those are my non-negotiables. Now, and then what I've put secondary to that is personality. So after the non-negotiables, these, I still really kind of want this also, but I want fun, peaceful, but energetic, lots of energy, of course, knows who he is, passionate, interesting, and interested. Willing to work with me when times get tough, wants to travel, wants to have adventures with me. That's very important. Spontaneous, loving, strong, manly, sexy. He's out there, right? He's out there. um, but in touch with his soft side, with me at least. And if he's got children, of course, loves his children, preferably loves animals as well. Protective over me, never lets anyone put me down, sees the beauty within me, communicates about his feelings, not jealous, knows who he is, no, knows I'm his, sorry, understanding. So at this point, I just want to inject that editing that I was talking about. And I think it's very relevant and to really ingrain and saturate your brain with a feeling of how he makes you feel. So obviously you can apply this, make this applicable to a female or a male. And I'm going to put in part 2 how how it would be that you perceive that he wants to feel or she wants to feel. But for me, obviously, it's male. So I will do that in part 2. But for today and for part 1, I want to just talk about how he makes me feel in the relationship. And so you can really feel those feelings of love, right? So for me personally, and I want, as I say, make this applicable to you, I want to feel cherished. I want to feel held, loved, listened to and understood, feminine, sexy, respected and admired, plus a lot more other things, of course. The list could go on. So include as many things as you want to give you that real loving, special feeling. So as I say, in part 2, I'm going to include how I would like him to feel in the relationship. So enjoy, and I will see you in part 2. And where is he in his life? So obviously I'm not looking, well, I say obvious, it's not obvious, but I'm not looking for a young man, because I just feel that emotionally I wouldn't be in tune with a younger person. But so preferably I'd prefer someone who's got children, just because of the understanding of my lifestyle and what it's like to have kids and be able to bounce off each other with conversation about our kids. But that is flexible. So obviously, for some reason some people don't have kids, do they? And it's not for the fault of theirs. So that is flexible, but preferably to have children.